What's happening, everybody? Jay Shockblast here, and apparently this is a strict no-fly zone, but that's okay, because this video is not about her at all. It's about this dude right here. It is about Legolas. I always say his name wrong, so you guys will have to just correct me. But it's Orlando Bloom himself, and here we are in Lego Lord of the Rings world. And I decided to start us at the most awful place of them all, Bad Guy Central. And yeah, there he is with Saruman in the background to, be metal and cheer him on. So, yeah, R.I.P. Christopher Lee, Count Dooku. So, anyway, lots of cool things going on here. Definitely my favorite Lord of the Rings character, if you will. I guess that really kind of goes without saying. Maybe that's not really like a big stretch or a story that other people aren't telling. He's Orlando Bloom. He's the cool one, I guess. I mean, you really can't beat it. So he shoots 3 arrows, and he's got his arrows. So he does athletic stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking at with him. Pretty much what you would expect from all the other Lego games. As far as a vehicle, he does come with the most useless vehicle I feel like in the game. Comes with this arrow turret. You have to push it like a freaking cart. And right now I have it set up so that it can shoot. Oh, well, that's actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. So right now I have it set up so that it can shoot lasers, which makes it moderately better. But I don't know. Not my favorite vehicle. It does have other modes, and all of them are equally useless. When you put the speed on it, it does make it somewhat better. But yeah, don't go doing any races with this bad boy. Oh, hey, Boromir. But yeah, so we can check out some of his other forms, if you will. Right now I have it set up as the triple ballista, and that is the 3rd form. I don't really have all the stuff unlocked because it gets expensive at the end, and it costs gold bricks. As you can see, I only have 6 gold bricks available. Each time you unlock one of these, you spend studs and gold bricks to get them. So this is the Seeking Shooter. Accelerator switches, special attack, and a tow bow. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and bounce on out of here. So as you can see, or will see, it doesn't really look all that different. You still have to push it, I think. Yeah, so you're still pushing it. So, I mean, I'm sure that there are circumstances in which this ends up being worthwhile, but I can't really think of many. When you don't have the speed attached to it, it's brutal. It's just not a good look at all. It's pretty tough to use. So, that is that version of it. So, actually, let me go back to this. I didn't hold down X on it. I want to see what it does when you do that. It does not do anything. And I guess I have all this other stuff locked. So, anyway, next up we have. So that's the Seeking Shooter.
And you have my bow.
And this is the standard version that it comes as, the arrow launcher. I wish something called the arrow launcher involved Oliver Queen, but you know. So this one is where you can see where it goes super slow. Now normally it shoots the actual arrow, big arrow itself, but you know, I guess it's unique, so there's that, but I don't know, man. I could have lived without this one. I am not going to be doing this race, by the way. So I don't know. Missed opportunity, I think. Not that I really know what they should have done with this, but quite frankly, they should have just given him like a glider of some sort. Because none of the Lord of the Rings characters can fly. Or can, you know, get up high or anything. So, or, you know, maybe one of the characters should have come with like Smog. You know, like one of them should have come with Smog as a dragon. I mean, I know he's a bad guy and everything, but it would have just been cooler. And maybe they'll do that at some point. They can introduce other Lord of the Rings characters. I'm sure they're going to. But, I don't know. I just kind of feel like that would have been a better choice. You'd be able to do a little bit more with it. I will say that it does have all sorts of different skins. So, you know, here's one of the skins where it turns like blue and gold, and it's kind of cool looking. This one, it's like yellow. And then this one, it ends up being like brown. So, it's pretty cool. You definitely will kind of like that. I'm going to get rid of it, though, because when I say it's pretty cool, I'm kind of lying. It's not. Stop listening. I have no idea. It's not. Must have sounded like the X word. So, I think a lot of people are going to enjoy playing as this character. I mean, especially if you're a Lord of the Rings fan. It's certainly not a, you know, I like the character, you know. Again, not the biggest Lord of the Rings fan. As a matter of fact, every time I do ooh, that's not good. Every time I do a Lord of the Rings video, I talk about how I was never really a big fan of the franchise. Now, there is an underground or underwater area. If I can... You kind of can't see it, but it's really not anything special. And I think the part that makes it weird for me is they've got all these underworlds and everything, and that's fine. I can live with that, but you know, I really feel like so many of the underworld levels are just water. You know, it's just like underwater stuff. And when you finally do the water characters, they're not always the characters from that actual world. So it kind of like defeats the purpose. But so like I feel like they could have done better as far as how they're like there should be a Lord of the Rings character that can go underwater, you know? Like I really feel like and maybe it's Smeagol or Gollum or whatever you want to call him. I really don't know. But I don't understand the concept of having somebody that's not meant to be from the world, you know, doing everything underwater, if that makes sense. So, you know, that's just my opinion. Take from that what you will. Um, I think overall they did a really good job with the game, and I enjoy the aspect of being able to kind of come and go to all these different worlds and full of different lore, and you know, just feeling like I'm in a different game within a perfect, you know, game. Well, not perfect, but you know, a game. So this is, you know, as far as Lord of the Rings go, you know, as good as it gets to me. Whoa. I didn't mean to fall there, but I can go back up this way. I don't remember where I came from. I'm assuming this way. Yeah, that's where I was. I think. I don't even know. Like, this area is a little lost to me. Oh, and of course I need somebody that can break gold. So, um, I think if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you'll be pretty content with this level. I I say content, that's definitely what I mean. I wouldn't say happy with it. Oh, I did it again. I wouldn't say happy with it, but I would definitely say content. It could have been worse, if you will. It could have been better. Um, I just feel like it's not distinct enough, Like, you've got all these different races and stuff, and, there's just not. It, I almost did it again. It just doesn't feel like what I was looking for. Like, I feel like the games kind of feel different. Even over there and where the bad guys are, really not that many bad guys. I think that's my biggest disappointment. I think every game, the open world, we talk about wanting to have more bad guys to fight, kind of like Lego Batman 2, and there just never are. So, but that is Legolas, Orlando Bloom, the third best archer, as far as I'm concerned, in the entertainment world behind Arrow and Hawkeye. So, uh, debate amongst yourself whether or not I am accurate there. And there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll be back. I've got Gollum and Gimli, my last two open world characters I need to do. So we'll catch you later.